Hey, what's up guys? Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys are all having a great, and I mean a great fucking day. Anyways, in the spirit of 4th of July in America and shit, you know, when I think of America, I think of like working people. I don't really know why, but that's kind of what comes to mind. So I thought I'd tell you guys about my first job. As of now though, I've actually had 2 jobs in like the past 6 months because I got fired from my last one. But anyways, let's actually get on with the story. So I turned 16 in December of 2016, okay? Well, a few months after I turned 16, I'd say probably in maybe January or so, I started applying places, and I never actually got a call back. Well, about a month after I first started applying it, so maybe early February, I started applying at a bunch of places in person. Well, I actually ended up getting an interview at 2 places. I got an interview at a Bath & Body Works, or not a Bath & Body Works, I'm a dumbass, Bed Bath & Beyond. I always get those 2 mixed up. Anyways, a Bed Bath & Beyond, and I got one at a Super Salad. And for those of you who don't know what either of those stores are, the Bed Bath & Beyond, that's pretty much, you know, just has a bunch of decorative shit, you know, appliances, stuff that, you know, we wouldn't really be interested in. And then Super Salad is pretty much a buffet of soup and salad. It's pretty self-explanatory. But anyways, the first interview I had was at the Bed Bath & Beyond. Well, I went there, had the interview, and it actually went really well. The guy really liked me, but he actually never called me back. He said he was going to, but he never did, but I wasn't really too worried about it because I actually liked my first job a lot. Like, I liked my first job a lot more than I think I would have liked that job at least. So anyway, something that I thought was actually kind of funny was, originally I called them on the phone and asked about an interview. You know, I was like, I put an application, I just want to follow up. It's like, oh, okay, you know, we can do an interview tomorrow at like 11:30, okay? And the guy was like, okay, just look for someone named Mario. So, you know, when I think Mario, you know, I automatically think Hispanic. You know, I think that's most people. When you think of someone named Mario, you know, Hispanic or Italian, whichever way you roll. So the next day, you know, I get all dressed up in my, I didn't have a suit, but I was wearing some really nice clothes. And then I bike my way up to the interview. I go in, you know, I wait a little bit. And then I asked them for Mario because I had an interview. Well, Mario starts walking up. It's this really skinny, gay black dude. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like racist. I'm not like, I don't have a phobia of gay people. I just thought it was really funny that his name was Mario and he was just a gay black dude. That was the last thing I would have expected. I was expecting like a kind of chubby dude named Mario. Like, hey, what's this? Okay, that might have been a little bit racist. But anyways, I had that interview and it went really well. And they said they called me back, but they never did. Well, fast forward a little bit, maybe a week or so, and I get an interview at Super Salad. But I do the same thing, you know, I get up, I get all dressed, and I go into this interview, and the interview goes really well because he actually offers me the job on the spot. Like, he didn't have to tell me he was going to call me back or anything. He was like, all right, here you go. Here's the job. Well, I'm pretty sure I started the job about 2 days later. And, you know, I go in my work clothes. I remember exactly what I had to wear. It was literally black jeans, a black shirt, and black shoes. Well, anyways, you know, I go into work and I start. And, you know, I had this guy who's training me, my manager. I'm not going to be giving out names, but, he was an interesting character. Like, he's a pretty cool dude, but I knew from the get-go, he was stoned all the time. His first day, in the first 5 minutes of him talking to me, I knew he was high. He just did shit you do when you're high. He was forgetting stuff and mumbling his words. I thought it was funny as shit, to be honest. But anyways, he showed me how to make the food and, you know, when to replace the food and when I should clean pans and stuff like that. Because, you know, when you have macaroni and cheese out on the line for, you know, 4 hours, it gets crusty. And it just starts looking gross. But anyways, they're teaching me how to do all that. And I remember in the middle of my shift, my other manager actually pulls out I don't remember what they're called. They're the really cool lighters that like have like electricity at the top, if you know what I mean, and use that to light shit. Well, he showed us that, and my manager that was high, he was like, dude, could we smoke a bowl with that? And after he asked, I was like, wait, hold on, you guys smoke? And they're like, yeah, man. You know, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, I smoke a little bit too. That's pretty cool. Well, anyways, you know, we talked for a little bit after that. And then I asked him the big question, you know, I was like, how often do they drug test here? And he was like, oh, they don't drug test here at all. So I was like, that's sick. So if I do smoke, I don't need to worry about that. Then after that, my first day pretty much continued. You know, I just kept learning how to make food. He let me do some stuff on my own, you know, make pizzas and bread and shit like that. And, you know, it was actually a really fun time. But the thing with this job is, how do I put this? I don't know why, but it almost like depressed me. It was weird. Like when I went in, like probably maybe, okay, I was there for maybe like 4 months. So about 2 months, at the 2 month mark, I don't know why, but I randomly got really depressed and I just worked really slow and I was just doing an awful job. And there was actually a time I called in 4 days in a row. It was pretty bad. But after a while, you know, I just kept working and eventually I did get better. Eventually, you know, I got a lot better and I started doing my job again, but I was still very lazy somewhat. Like there have been times I literally just sat on a counter and I was just watching YouTube for like an hour straight at my job. And that actually really pissed off one of the managers. And I'm gonna let you know right now, there were like 5 managers, so it's really hard to differentiate who's who. But I'm gonna call her Sarah just for the point of this story. Well, anyways, this really pissed off Sarah. And, you know, she didn't really like me because I didn't really do my job well, to be honest. I mean, I did do my job well, but she was just expecting way too much. Well, anyways, I think the last straw was when I got fired, what I actually did was I tried to call in because I just was not feeling good that day. I barely got any sleep. I was just dying on the inside. Like, but multiply by 7. And I said that because I'm always dying on the inside. Well, anyways, I tried to call in, and it was actually Sarah. She was the one who picked up the phone, and she's the one I had to call into. So I was like, okay, I can't come in today. I feel terrible. And she was like, okay, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Well, after I called in, I took a nap, right? And I woke up to a text from my manager at Smokes. He's like the main dude who I work with. And he was like, hey, we took you off the schedule and you need to talk to our boss. I automatically replied with, am I getting fired? And he just never replied to me. So I was like, okay, I don't really care. So I never called, I never talked to my boss, and I stopped going in. And now I work at a Subway. So anyways, that's the end of the story about my first job. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like it so I know to, you know, keep making more of these. And, you know, also comment other things you'd like to see. I actually just got Resident Evil 7, and I kind of want to do a Let's Play on that, so if you want to see something like that, let me know. And, you know, just anything like that. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. See ya.